Yeah, fully finished up with this awesome ass PS2 gem of Eternal Ring. We got 100% on all the trophies, but I know for a fact I've been seeing online a lot of questions with people having issues with like the rings and everything on trying to like create certain ones. So I'm kind of like coming through here and kind of gonna try my best to explain like what I've found out along the lines of going through with each one of the rings in general.
Submit to me.
So pretty much like, as you can see, I'll show you some of the collections. Each and every like ring you want to work on, you want to go after, like, for example, if you want like the fireball or one of the extra basics, you want to work after doing each and every little gem. Like for example, you would want to click like a regular ring of magic, and then you would choose to do 6 leaf gems. So do 3 in each side, 3 in that side. And then if you make that, pretty much you would end up making the first little collection of whichever one. I believe it's the earth one for material arrow. So we're gonna try this. We're gonna show you off because I don't really have the extras. I'm gonna try to make these ones right here. I believe it is should be around there, which would be the strongest kinds of rings. So I'm gonna use that. Just gonna show you off of the earth, wind, dragon gems and whatnot. So we're just gonna do all wind, dragon gem. It's kind of basic. If you want some really crazy spells to work with, whoops, place that with the wind dragon one real quick.
I shall pass down the knowledge of the ancients.
So pretty much it's quite simplistic. You would want to go through, I believe it's the left side is elements, kind of in a sense, and the right side you can choose to make it most of the same element, unless if you make it a random other implemented color, then it'll make like the ring probably like randomized and whatnot. Let's see, who's this one? Ooh. Wind Dragon. Ooh. All right, let's continue on forward. So let's see, let's try out this one. We got the Dark Dragon one now, so let's see.
I shall pass down the knowledge.
I mean, all you really want to do is throughout each and every little section of the game you're going through, you want to try to collect like, I'd say maybe like 12 gems per different level for each color, and then you can try to make like mostly all the different rings you want to at the beginning of the game, and then pretty good to go. So now we got the Dark Dragon, I believe it's called. Ooh, Dark Dragon. Ooh. Let's continue going on this. Let's see. Let's do a Water Dragon one this time. It's enough Water Dragon.
I shall pass down the knowledge of the ancients.
So now we're pretty much just making some of the basic ones in a sense. Basic high-level costing ones. A lot of them are pretty kind of simplistic to make. It just depends upon the number type. So let's see, since we made these real quick, I'll kind of make like a bullshit ring real quick. So let's see through our magic. Let's try, for example, like, let's see. So for, as I was saying ahead of time, for a leaf gem, we're gonna try just to, for example, just do that real quick. And all you really want to do to make the first basic spells is you want to get each and every type of gem pretty much, but you would want 6. So just work at it. If you go to the beginning of the game, work at it going down 6 and then 6 to the next one, 6 to the next one, 6 to the next one, and then so on and so forth, and then you'll just start evenizing out all your attribute rings. And as soon as you get all of those working, then you could start futzing around a little bit, start adding in different colored gems, maybe like a little bit costing more. So if you can get it up the point value, because the point value is what matters a little bit too, which is the level, what it is, you would pretty much just add those up. So for example, since I got all these attached, so watch, let's just try combining that one real quick.
I shall pass
should
down
get one of the basic earth
ancients.
spells pretty much, since we're doing all level 1 of leaf, which is leaf should be the earth spell. So let's see. That's what I like about this little guy. This little guy is pretty smart. Go see. We didn't get the basic spell, but we got one of the side spells, which is still connected on Earth, which is Earth Heal. So as you can see over here. So for example, if you think about that, for example, all you really need to do is you combine. Think about this for the memorization key point. You combine all of the different forms of leaf together. You made Earth Heal, for example. Now let's think. All you really would want to do is just go down the line of this section and just do the same thing with each one. So to take like all the form all the level 1 of wind, all the level 1 of water, all the level 1 of light, and then so on and so forth. Then you pretty much make each and every little row down the line. Then as soon as you figure out which kind of combination to a standpoint makes each and every ring, just go down the full line and you can just continue doing it kind of, but switch it up every now and again. So the element rings are a little bit different. Pretty much you'd want to just attach all of them. They're pretty simplistic to work with, but still the same exact key pattern. Element on the left, then the other part on the right. So we'll try. Let's see. We got a wind dragon gem. We can try and make something with that maybe. Attach that over here. Let's try maybe a few of these tornado gems. So now this is just kind of simplistic. We're kind of gonna make them up, see how high of a level of cap we got. So as you can see, with each one, we got a total of 18 points.
I shall
so let's see. It should make kind of like a high up one there. But since we chose on the left of it, it should be a wind element, I believe. Otherwise, it's going to be a water element. So let's see. It was like this mage. She's quite cool. Spot. So that's a new one, I believe. Is that a new one? Ring of Storm? Yeah, we never had Ring of Storm. Nice. So then that's pretty simplistic to do that. Just increase it, do on the left area, always do the element. And if you want to make it a lot stronger, you'd want to end up like adding a little bit more elements to it, depending for the point count. So then, so we're all pretty good on that. We made a few of these BS rings, I believe, for these. Not Earthly Axe, but Wind Dragon, Water Dragon, and then, where is it? Dark Dragon. So now we're going to go on over here. Let's go fight little Mr. Final Boss for some fun. Plus we can test out some of those new rings we already picked up too. So now real quick, it's kind of quite simplistic. We already put in all the keys, so we're just going to go on down there again. But I'm going to quickly come over to the little Mr. Save Point real quick. Just for fun. Save down here real quick while we're at it. So now, right now, I'm going to kind of reattach these rings a little differently. I do want to try the Dark Dragon. Dark Dragon sounds kind of cool. I mean, heck, we got the Dark Dragon. I think we got the Ice one, the Water one, I believe. So let's see. Switch Orbiter. Let's see. We got Wind Dragon too. Do we have Water Dragon? Let's try Water and Dark Dragon. That'll be interesting. Very interesting. So all you're pretty much going to do is just bounce, pop, pop. And just in case, I mean, depending, because you're going to come down this section either way, and you're going to want to attach True Sight just in case to be able to see a certain ring at the end. But did that on one of our other parts, but we'll continue going on through and see it either way again. So now this is kind of fun. We go through here again. I always like this. Generally, you can just look around. Kind of odd, like where's the character exactly supposed to be right now, in a sense? Like underground in the island? Like I have no idea, to be honest. I feel like the character's like either underground in the island or somewhere. I couldn't say. It's kind of odd, but we lead back up here to Mr. Gem Man. Ah, Mr. Gem Man, you rock. I like this guy. This gem dude knows what's good.
Thou, who carry the blood of the destroyed magic civilization. I am the ancient magician, the forgotten consciousness left by the Elysians. Submit to me gems on the forgotten days. I shall bestow upon you the last knowledge.
They technically took, I don't know, maybe some old guy's conscience of their leader or something and just placed it on the island and said, we need that thing to help out anybody that comes here, in a sense. It's kind of a little interesting though, but
where you are heading is the body and mind of a child. There is one way the young body of the child can grow, but only if given great time. But the eternal cage will soon have time. The child will be freed, and the world will once again be under the threat of destruction. There is only the child that is freed is but a newly you must go now.
Kind of skip that real quick. Saw that a little earlier on. But either way, let's go see Solus real quick. Feel so bad for Lila. I mean, come on, Lila.
No matter how many times I listen, it's no use. I can't understand what I can't understand. Let's talk about this boring stuff tomorrow.
So it's just like, I'm not really about this. Like,
let's talk about other stuff, like the babies of seabirds.
Give me 1 sec.
No. Today you must listen until you understand. Here, listen. That baby bird will be gone if it dies because you hurt it, right? Won't you be sad?
Solus does not understand the concept of sadness.
There are many
I guess you could say that to a
that
standpoint.
can be used
Solus
as
really doesn't
replacement
understand the concept
for
of
that
sadness.
baby bird.
But they're not the same baby birds. They're different ones.
I understand what you're trying to say, Lila, but so what?
I love him. He's like, I don't really care.
You don't need feelings. It just makes you and other people unstable.
Solus, really? You're...
Huh?
Well, it makes sense with an
like
artificial
someone's here.
being that was created by mages to act this way, I guess.
Really?
I mean, but hot damn,
I wonder
man. He
if it's him.
acted to a weird old standpoint, I'll tell you that much.
Listen, I'm gonna go look.
We're gonna
But
go
don't
crazy
try
on the
to
next
get out.
round. Because, I mean,
I
heck, the
can
first
tell
time you
because
would
you're
usually get
shaking.
up to the final boss, I'd say give or take, you'd want to be maybe like mid, like,
Will you talk
be about
about the
level
baby
40.
bird?
In a standpoint, give or
If I
take like
stay
40, level 40.
still?
And then you'd be a good level to be able to fight the final boss, Solus, and his
Okay,
guard.
okay.
We've seen him at the beginning,
Just
but we'll
sit
get to see him
still,
again.
okay?
Hurry back, okay, Lila? It's boring here. There's nothing to do.
Aw, I'm sorry it's so boring. I'm gonna come and fight you soon. Alright, so it's pretty self-explanatory through this next area. Just keep on traversing forward. But let's actually, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Not really wait a little bit. Let's attach these real quick at least. But we got all of our crazy little spells to active and working with us. So we're gonna see how much damage we do to these guys. So watch this. We'll get this guy down here. See? I love Earthly Axe. Earthly Axe is so cool. Oh. Oh, Earthly Axe. I got some crazy little abilities, though, I'll tell you that much. I forgot we had our fist weapon attached. Let's attach our real sword, you know what I mean? Get that Eternal Sword active. So what we're going to do real quick so it's a little bit easier. We picked up this a little while ago, but let's switch Power Seek with... Where is it? Where is it? Ah! Animate Sword's insane, and wow, this little dude hurt his buddy. How's he gonna hurt his old friend? Kinda stinks. You saw that? Like, he literally hurt his little friend. Oh wow, I forgot we're gonna increase all our attributes. Hey, might as well do it. Ooh, that thing was about to hit me there. Three, two, one, pop. That's why I love Earthly Axe. So now you just want to keep on traversing on forward. There's just a little bit of enemies here, not that much, but we'll mess around with them a good bit. Especially, let's try out this water dragon. I want to see how this works. Especially the dark dragon too, because we got that too. All right, so give or take, it takes the time for the MP to load. Still, it's worth it. I want to see it. Whoa! Cool. Is it dead? I like that. I like that ability. Although I also like how the Eternal Ring can like poke everything in like one hit. Woo. He's trying too hard. You gotta stop trying to poke me. Because I can just full heal. That's the issue you don't seem to realize. The best thing about getting some of your rings active, as I was saying earlier on, I'll show you something real quick. Let's see. Let me kill this guy as fast as I can. So here, as I hit that, As you see here in the magic gems, for each and every kind of like magic ring you want to make, pretty much, it's very, very simplistic. Just keep on farming, keep grinding. You're looking for all the ones on this one row. Get all the level 1 rings, and then just reattach them as is. Then get 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, same element, and just go after each and every one down the row. Kind of memorize which one's going down. So that's the only way how I was able to do it. It's very confusing. I know it's a number system with it though, but it just gets a little confusing half the time. For example, like Phoenix Gem, I tried it with like 1 Phoenix Gem, randomly like a sea gem, and then like a mountain gem, and it gave me like I think it was some kind of like fire spell or something. That was pretty good, but it was like a mix kind of spell. Let's see this, to kind of watch this thing. It's kind of cool. It spreads it away. Ooh. Can't really fight those guys that much. Oh, it was good. We got a free old level up. Well, especially against the Eternal Sword, we're just doing crazy damage. You can't really do much. And we already picked up a nice ring, which is why you want to go over to the secret dungeon if you want to check out older video of part 6 that I just did. Secret dungeon, I didn't pick it up though, but it was at the end section where there's too few bosses, and most of the extra little mini bosses throughout the entire secret dungeon, all of them drop pretty much like a magic ring in a sense. And then there's 2 at the end of it that drop you a really cool ability. One's the Kaiser Knuckle, which is like it's pretty much just like a fist weapon in a sense, but it's got really strong attack power. And the other one is the one I attached, which is the Illusionary Swords, which allows me to swing the sword like 5 or 6 times, constantly clicking like 1 button. So watch, let's see this guy go away. Pop! There we go, nice. I like Water Dragon. Let's try Dark Dragon next. See how good that one works. Oh, whoa. Trying to wait for this guy, but he's not really, he's taking his time to poke me. Try Dark Dragon on this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa! Shit! Whoa! I like that! Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, yo! Alright, real quick. We got a good bit of these dragons real quick. We got Wind Dragon, Water Dragon, Dark Dragon. Let's go. Let's try Wind. Like, this is cool. I like this. First, real quick, we're just gonna keep poking this guy as fast as we can. Let's watch this. Okay, so wait, give or take, you're gonna want to wait a teeny bit. 3 seconds. Bye-bye. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Yo, check it. What? That's tight. Is he dead? Cool, he's dead. Alright, so now we're just going to keep on traversing forward. I mean, every single one of these guys you kill, they do give a good bit of experience points. Give or take, like, almost, like, 1,000 per... Or probably not now since I'm level 56. Give or take maybe, like, 500, maybe. But you can keep going through here, and if you really want to do an endurance round, I'd say, heck, go for it. Fight most of these guys before you get to the final boss, and you'll get up there a good bit, because it's mostly just another endurance round where it's the first boss and then the final boss, pretty much. Now let's kind of bypass this guy real quick. It's kind of weird. He doesn't really, like, choose to attack until last minute, and then we can just do the Dark Dragon on this dude real quick. That's so cool. Every single time. That's just so cool. Let's try Wind Dragon on this guy while we're at it, heck. Just give or take like a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, ignition. Bye-bye! Yeah! Wind Dragon attack! I don't think that will ever get old. Let's try the Water Dragon next. Water Dragon's quite simplistic. Although these guys, I don't really like wasting them on these guys. It's like, I don't want to use my Water Dragon on you. You guys, I'm just gonna stab. Now, for the next area, we're definitely gonna do this a little differently. We're gonna switch up some of our rings around to make it a lot more broken. And just another section. Pretty much not many enemies here. This time I believe this is the section with the soldiers, I think it is. There. I'm gonna try a little different ones real quick. Just try Sonic, Water Dragon, Dark Dragon. Let's just try, instead of Water Dragon, we're gonna go with Wind Dragon, because I like that one a little teeny bit more. Just looks a little bit better. Especially because the Wind Dragon was just an asshole to fight. Use the, what is it? Now, these guys are quite simplistic, pretty easy. Oh, yo, that's a good looks. Drops me a Dragon Potion. Bye-bye. That's cool. It, like, froze everything around. That's pretty cool. These guys pretty simplistic. Once you got the certain abilities, you can just keep on stabbing them constantly. Oh, wow. Dragon Egg for the final fight. Like I really need it. So we're almost there. A little bit more traversing, not too long. Man, this is a fun spell to mess with. Spear. Let's watch this. Spear down from the sky. And these are some different ones that you always want to work with, just going after the same kind of element, getting the strongest ones. Like, for example, I think a spear and all the other main ones that are pretty strong, like that, would be a level 4. So you just want to collect 6 level 4s of the same element and just add them all to one magic ring, and pretty much you'll get something like this, in a sense. Something really cool. Kind of freezes the enemies, too, in their place. But let's try this. I've always wanted to see if this will work, especially on 3 of these guys at once that are in my way. So watch this. Got to give it a little bit more time. So give or take like a few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's check it. I really want to see how this works. 3 of them in a row. Let's see. Let's see. Bet. Oh, yeah. That was satisfying. Killed all 3 of them at once. That was very satisfying. Damn, man. Dark Dragon's just like, woo. Wow. Kind of sad to come up to see her. Lila! Lila!
No, not yet.
Lila, no.
The child, he isn't ready. I still have much to teach him.
As you can see right here, there's a magic ring right here. So, as I was saying earlier, with True Sight, take it off. Where'd the magic ring go? Ooh, it disappeared. So that's why, in general, there's some rings that you want to be... If you can't find certain rings, you want to go through the game and use True Sight. Boom. Extra ring of magic. It's kind of sad and depressing for Lila's state, though, in general. Alright, so before we go through here, we're going to reattach this. I'm going to go after Power Seek, Animated Sword. I don't really want to use Animated Sword. Animated Sword is a little bit, like, kind of cheap in a sense, if you think about it. Alright, so then let's check our magic rings. We're going to go with Spear. Did you like doing Sonic? Sonic's always good. Wind Dragon and Dark Dragon. Let's switch up Wind Dragon. Instead of Wind Dragon, we're going to go with... what's a fun spell to mess around with? Air is water. Huh. I don't think I ever really tried that one there, really. Yeah, let's go with Fiery Avenger. That's always a fun one. Alright, so this is just the second to final boss for the area. But first, let's go a little bit more ham on this, because we got plenty of them to mess around. We're just going to heal up our MP completely. We're going to be kind of messing around with the boss in general, so let's have some fun. Have at me. As you can see, since I'm so far back, he can't even hit me. It's kind of funny. See, look at this. I'm not even, like, doing anything. Alright, now he hit me. Let's go. Darkness attack! Now, he wants to have a little bit of fun, so what's really interesting to work with, especially if you've got power or branch attached, we can just mess with him, do his own ability against him, heck. And then every once in a while, we'll switch it up. We'll just go in for a little poke. Ooh, he's trying. He's going. Let's have some fun with this boss fight. Damn. Come on, bro. Let's go. I love fighting you. Come on, let's go. Oh! He down for the count. That was way too fast. Continue on forward.
Hey, you. I saw you. What did you do to Lila? She was
I did absolutely nothing to Lila.
Then she stopped moving.
I did nothing to Lila at all.
Why?
I took her ring, though. I mean, it was just sitting there invisible.
Lila? Let me out. Ah!
Let's mess with him. Fiery Avenger! Woohoo! And bomb. See, he summons a lot of balls, which is kind of funny. He's got just a buttload of. Look at these. They'll like shoot at you the entire time. They're nuts. Give or take a few seconds for the Dark Dragon ability. Just gonna go in there occasionally and just poke him. Be like, poke. Ooh, that's my jam. Darkness. Let's rock. Boom. I think he's down for the count. That's how powerful some of the spells you can make, especially at the end. Like, oh man, Dark Dragon just is dead instantly.
The god's child stopped moving. The eternal cage will soon fall. Here, you may return to where time exists. Your job here is done.
I feel bad for Solus. Like, I feel bad for him, but it's just like, he doesn't understand yet. That's why this is definitely Dark Souls, like, beta completely from Software. They did such a good job on this. As Cain goes off in glory in a standpoint.
I can't move. This has never happened to me before. Lila? I know I can ask Lila.
This is so creepily disturbing to me every time.
Lila? 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 Lila, you're not moving. Please wake up now. Lila.
It's so sad for him.
Come on, Lila. How long
Solas
have you
doesn't
been
understand
lying
that
there?
she's dead. Like,
I got out all by myself. Will you tell me about the baby birds? Oh, I get it. I'm outside now. Let's go see them together. Are you mad? Are you mad at me? Lila? Come on, Lila. Lila? Hey, Lila, please get up.
this is like disturbingly just depressing.
Lila,
Like,
please talk to me. Please, Lila. This feeling. Sad.
uh-oh. It understands.
I get it. This
is death.
Good God. Jesus. He is scary as shit.
A few days later, Cain Morgan returned to the Hungarian royal palace. King Ian, who had heard
Along with
rumors
the
of the
eternal
unusual
sword.
changes on the island of no return, asked Cain what he had seen or heard. Cain, unfortunately, could only report that the research team, including its leader Daryl, had been annihilated. The death of Daryl, who was also the leader of the Knights, stirred up controversy throughout the kingdom. It was the opinion of many that the elders should take responsibility for his death. And through this wave of popular sentiment, the people who were loyal to King Ian were able to regain a great measure of strength. Eventually, Hungarian rule was returned to the king. Once things had settled down, Cain Morgan departed for an unknown destination. But a few years later, he returned to Hungaria, accompanied by a man of unknown identity.
The Turban
King
Man.
Ian welcomed Cain's return, honoring him with a new position as head of his retinue. And as Cain requested, the king treated the man of unknown identity as one of his vassals. Cain and the man remained loyal to King Ian,
That's
and the
definitely the
ruler's name
Turban
is now
Man.
recorded in history as that of a skillful
Yeah,
and
it is.
compassionate leader. The man who had arrived in Hungaria with Cain left following the death of King Ian, but it is said that time itself, not even the passing of decades, could change his appearance.
Yeah, Turban Man's old. That shows off the beginning. It's always nice to be able to see nice old artwork. Ah, the forest village area. Those guys were sleeping all the time. And then the Earth Dragon. Come on, we could have had a boss fight there, but you walked around it. It was kind of confusing there. The library was quite fun. Kind of a nice little, like, endurance match in a sense. You get some good gems there, too, especially killing those fairies. The Divine Gem. I believe that's the other forest area, the upper ramparts. Somebody's using Dark Dragon on that. Ooh, that's Earth Dragon. Earth Dragon look nuts. There's definitely some different abilities. Oh, that's the one I have. That's Earth the Axe, which is a good one to work with every now and again, too. Hope you all enjoyed that. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you're ever down, have any questions about any of the ring combinations or anything that, I don't know, I might be able to remember, hopefully. It's just very confusing. I understand how it's always complicated trying to get the one rings you really want that are so good. Like, wow. So I hope you all enjoyed that.